Continuing out the halachot of Pikuach Nefesh on Shabbat, we're going to discuss with Hashem today a concept that's spoken about at length. We'll try to keep it very short and brief. The concept and the idea of marbeh shiurim. When we know we're allowed to and we are prescribed to break Shabbat to help Pikuach Nefesh, someone who is critically ill, are we concerned at all if we have two routes in front of us to minimize the amount of isur that's done? So we spoke about this in the beginning shiurim about is it hutra or dechuya, and it ties up a little bit here as well. The main discussion is about, let's say, cutting a fig tree, that's in the Rambam or in the Gemara, or modern days if they do shechita on Shabbat, but even that's not so applicable to us in our generation anymore. So we'll speak about very quickly, let's say I have two candles, ner katan or a ner gadol, a small candle or a big candle. Is it preference as to which one I need to light when I need to light a candle on Shabbat for a chole sheyesh bo sakana? Ovadia explains, I need to light a candle for a short amount of time for chole. I have two options, both of them are wax candles in front of me. One is small that will burn for 1 hour, one is large that will burn for many hours. Yesh להדליק את הנר הקטן, כי בהדלקת הנר הגדול, כשיש לפניו נר קטן המספיק לחולה, נחשב בכלל ריבוי בשיעורים שלא לצורך. Ovadia says you should ideally try to light the candle that is less in size, that's smaller, because again, there's no delay in treating the patient. There's no effect to the patient whatsoever. There's two candles right in front of me. If I light the one that's longer, that the choleh doesn't need for that long, there's a problem of ribui shiurim, where for an unnecessary reason, you're doing more melacha, you're having it burn for longer when lighting the candle. Now, same applies to gas candles as well. One that will burn for a long time, one for burn for less. The preference is, if you don't need it to burn for such a long time, use the candle that has the minimum amount of oil or wax that'll suffice for that time. Now, this only applies to literal candles that there's a havara and it continues burning. However, when it comes to ulam b'adlachat or chashmal, when it comes to lighting electricity, which is more common for us, no one's lighting candles anymore, we're turning on the light. I have two lamps, two lights, two options that produce separate amount of light. Each candle, each menorah, each lamp has its own switch to turn on. The chole, the sick person, doesn't need so much light. He can settle with the smaller lamp that's in the room as well. You're allowed to turn on the lamp that has a larger light, that produces a larger light. Because turning on a lamp is the same peulah, the same action. There's no issue, there's no isur of doing more of a prohibition, a devar asur, when lighting the lamp with a brighter light. So that's relatively important, and we'll just wrap up with kibui ner dolek or chashmal letzorech hacholeh. So now that's turning on. What about turning off? Also very important halacha. This is for chole sheyesh bo sakana, someone who is critically ill. Im yesh tzorech lechabot et or haner b'shvil sheyashen hachole sheyesh bo sakana. You have a critically ill patient that can't sleep in a hospital, and you have to turn off the lights. Mutar liser lechabot shekol yisur Shabbat mutarim b'mkom pikuach nefesh. You're allowed to turn off the light because all of the Yisur Shabbat are put aside when it comes to Pikuach Nefesh. It's a rule we've been working with the entire time. However, Ovadia writes, if it's possible to just move away the candle without turning it off and achieve the goal of turning it off, that's good. And if not, let's say it's in a bedroom with electricity, if you can turn off the light with your elbow and not directly in the normal way, b'shinui, that's also preferred as well. Again, this is for a chole sheyesh bo sakana. We'll talk about in the upcoming weeks, God willing, chole she'ein bo sakana. They differ as well. We should have a wonderful day. Chazak u'baruch.